King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches man. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been.
For there's rum,
And gin,
and beer, and wine,
and brandy of logwood hue,
and hawk,
and port,
and flip, combined
to make a man look blue.
He says be merry,
For his good sherry,
and Tom and Jerry,
champagne and perry,
and spirits of every hue. Oh, are not these a fiendish crew, as ever a mortal knew? Oh, are not these a fiendish crew?
Live from South Bend, Indiana, it's the Blind Pig Confessions.
Yes, motherfucker.
Musical guest, Demi Lovato. And
Megan
now,
the Stallion and WAP.
Here's your host, Will Ferrell.
No?
It's Saturday Night Live. I'm trying here. Somebody hand me a drink. It's Blind Pig Confessions.
Northside.
Your host, musical guest, MC Hammer.
You can't touch this.
Seriously,
actually-
throw me a rope.
Actually, you can touch this. It's okay.
We can afford that.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice, dude. Nice, Pat.
I have no problem with you touching it. It's okay.
Meow.
You have such sexy hair.
I know, right? Everybody keeps talking about my silver mane. You know.
I've ruined the intro to the show.
No,
Let's
actually,
try again.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be our new one.
Whoops and daisies.
All right, drink another one.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm passing it on to you.
You
Sir.
heard Warren's had beer.
Yeah, just a few.
Gobble,
Okay.
Just a little bit. You know, it happens. It's Saturday night. We're in
Yep.
South Bend.
South Bend, Indiana. Once again. And,
That's Ernie.
another home show.
All right,
Of course, you've all heard Warren and
South Bend.
friends, Jerry, Ernie,
Jerry,
Bernard. We got Bernard. Here
Bernard.
tonight,
We have
and,
we have a new member.
Hello.
Hello. There we go. We've got a youngin, a fresh initiate.
21-year-old's going to tell us all about this beer, and of course Ryan and Caroline are hanging out.
Do you drink beer, Bernard?
On occasion,
On occasion. What is one of your favorite beers?
I don't know.
You have to. You actually have to talk in the microphone.
I don't know the difference between them.
Oh my God.
No, well, here's the fun thing. So I'm the oldest of 7, and I'm 190 years old.
Right.
And Bernard just turned.
You're a kid.
He just turned 21 in August. But like most kids, he's into the Molly and the hip hop or whatever.
Yes.
Should you tell people that that's your brother?
And
Yeah.
the Facebook and the Twitter.
Yeah,
And the face Twitter and the.
He likes rearranging his top 8 on the MySpace. But
Warren, he's been drinking your mom's booze since he was 14.
yeah, but the last episode we were laughing about what would it be like, to be a kid at this
Again.
gilded age of craft beer.
Right.
So now we have a guy who's not tried a whole lot of craft beer, who's not going to try a whole bunch.
Oh no, he's gonna try a whole bunch.
All right.
No, tonight.
Tonight's
So hey,
He's going to try all of them.
so what do you want him to try first?
He's
let's
got,
go.
Does he have that $20? Is $20 still there?
No, it's right here. No, it's in the shot glass here. It's in the shot glass
Oh
here.
yeah, all right.
So,
There we go.
So tell him what he's drinking. This is, you like Starburst?
Oh, okay.
No, this
Okay.
is not the Starburst.
Oh, no.
This is not the Starburst one. That's the other one. We'll get that to him. This is a new one we're all going to try actually on the first round.
Don't drink it yet.
This is the Chalupa from 1056. This is a chamomile, honey, lavender IPA, which is a 7.0%. So it's going to be very floral.
Yes.
With a bitterness, with a heavy bitterness there from the IPAs.
Now this is fun because it reminds me of those YouTube videos where kids listen to AC/DC for the first time. So Bernard, you're 21. What's the first thing you smell when you smell this? Like, what's your first thought?
It's a very, very light smell.
Yes.
I didn't get what it was until he said it. It is honey and lavender. It's just extremely light.
Yes.
Yeah.
The chamomile will come when you actually drink it because it's made with a chamomile tea and
Tea
chamomile
and
flowers. The Erica steeps the
Yeah.
tea and the flowers and makes a great beer out of it.
Now drink it.
Drink.
Here we go.
Hey, it's known chamomile isn't good for infections, so... it
Well,
might
hey,
heal
21-year-olds.
my liver.
21-year-olds need to know about infections.
Bernard, your initial thoughts?
Yeah. So what do you think?
Extremely smooth, a lot like tea.
Microphone.
Into the microphone.
Extremely
You'll
smooth,
learn.
a lot like tea.
Yes, because she uses the chamomile tea in it once you start drinking it. Yes.
Yeah, I only taste the tea, really.
Awesome. Well, that's actually not bad. Or that might be scary.
Did
that it's
some of it
easy to
get
drink?
stuck on that mustache? I'm just asking.
Now,
Some of the
Pat, really
flavor.
quick, what's the ABV on this?
7.
7%.
Yes.
All right.
So we're dropping them in early on the heavy.
Yeah, I like that.
Because it's not. It ain't a 3%er.
Well,
It ain't a Miller Lite.
And it's funny because like you and I both pretty long in the tooth, but like imagine if you were 17, 18, 20, 21, drinking like were 7% beers even a fucking thing back then?
No. You
malt
just had to
liquors
drink 3 times as many beers. Like
Exactly.
when I got drunk the first time at 14, I drank a 6-pack of Miller Lite and a 40 of something that I don't know because I was trying to keep up with my brother because my parents were away for the first time.
Right.
And I almost died that night. But, literally, I almost died. Because I got super sick, and my brother decided to throw me in the shower and just turn the water on. But he forgot that I was covering up the drain hole of the shower. And came back about 20 minutes later as I'm, sucking in air as I'm
Did you
trying
say
to.
dream hole or drain hole?
Glory hole.
it
Glory
was-
hole.
It was a
glory
dream
hole. It was a glory hole probably at one point, but no.
Oh, well, this is another funny generational thing. So, all right, so we're all in our 40s now. So, like Brendan,
No.
Well,
No, we're
not
not.
all of us.
All in our 40s.
And he's in his 70s.
Go on.
Methuselah here
All right,
is
Me, not
so
in my
like
40s. but
every
go
every
on.
generation has that beer. Like that's the beer you drank. Like Brendan, when you were 18, 19, 20,
Little Kings.
PBR.
what was the beer that you guys drank?
Well, PBR, but then we would go for the malt liquors, Colt 45s, and those are the Big Bear. Remember Big Bear and Mac? I mean, so getting a malt 40 or malt liquor, that was your big thing to get a.
Well, that was the high
5%er.
ABV.
Yeah,
That
it
was the
like,
high ABV.
Holy shit, it's
Yeah,
5.4
so
malt
like-
liquor.
so
that was
Pat-
huge,
like
but
Pat-
Pabst was what we grew up on.
Pat, what was the class of 56 drinking? I'm sorry.
I don't know,
65,
Jerry. What was the
85?
class of
No,
56
90.
drinking?
Well, back in my day,
Grog.
Back it was Little Kings and Mickeys back in the 80s.
Ours were. I mean, when I started really
and
drinking,
Ernie, I just need to thank you for saying 80s because it was actually the 70s.
Right.
when I was drinking,
Okay,
it
we're
was
talking hams.
when I really started drinking, it was like Ice House. It was
Yeah,
Ice House
all right.
was the big thing at the time.
Yeah, and for us it was natural light, Bud Light, like anything that had the word light on it. You're like, ooh,
Yeah,
light,
oh my
light,
God.
let's do it.
Ice was better.
Yes, anything with the word ice in it was better because it was a higher ABV,
high ABV.
supposedly at that time.
Yeah, if
but
you could, hey,
but
Mickey,
high
get
ABV
a-
meant 3.5 to 3.7.
Right. All right,
That
so
literally was what it was.
well, and we laughed about the last show we did. What would it be like to have this be the Gilded Age of
Grow up where you can get a 14%er.
where you get a Berliner Weiss. It's like it's almost all fruit slam. It's practically a pre-workout. So this next one that Bernard's gonna drink, he's 21 again for the first time. So what's this one?
Bernard, this is the $20 is $20. This is a
This is that
IPA
Starburst.
that was also then they just unwrapped a bunch of Starburst and dropped it in there for a while. So that is a 9%.
What do you get on the nose?
Yeah,
Bernard?
like in the microphone. What do you smell when you smell it?
It smells like nothing but sweet sugar.
Right, like a Starburst.
Like a Starburst,
Okay.
exactly.
Have you had a Starburst?
And or
it's an old guy candy, so you know.
It's not
you
a
know.
Werther's, Pat. Come on.
Yeah. No, I've had Starburst.
Now one
Jeez.
small sip and tell us what
yeah.
you taste.
All right, Auntie.
Or all of it. I mean,
All right,
whatever you're
Auntie.
into.
I'm going to go ahead and guess joy and hope.
A little bitter, but then there's the Starburst flavor
Yes,
as well.
all over that. Yeah,
Very, very
And
very good.
What's the
That's
ABV?
sneaky. That one's a 9.
That's Bertie,
That's a 9.
That's a 9% ABV. So it's like drinking 3 Bud
Three
Lights.
Bud Lights. Yeah, in that one glass that you have right there.
Wow, awesome.
Well, no, maybe not that much, but
For
it's-
everybody listening who's concerned, we're taking advantage of a young man. He lives literally
Yeah.
across the street.
And he just killed it.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
It was a small sample. It's okay. But he's also drinking a Pseudo Sue from Goliath, which is actually a great
Great
beer.
beer.
Yes.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Drinkable.
And now,
Super reviews.
Pat, can I offer one up for the band?
Please.
Yeah. Open this up. I've they're all my. pockets.
Where'd Ernie go? Is this one yours or Ernie's?
No, that's mine. I've had it in the basement for about a year and a half, 2 years now. Founders did a.
Is it about to go bad, Warren?
Maybe. It might be about to go bad.
Well, it's over foaming.
It's Curmudgeon's Better Half. They released it as part of their barrel age series in 2018.
It's a lot of foam.
Yeah, it's a couple years old.
Stop talking about me.
That's Curmudgeon.
How is it? How is it, Patrick?
The head is awesome.
Yeah, all right.
Again, stop talking
You're
about
welcome.
me.
All right. Now, I think it'd be great to have Bernard try the Ardbeg.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're gonna switch him over to Scotch?
Drink a little water after drinking that sweet shit before you're drinking an Ardbeg.
Yeah, you
that's
don't
for
want to.
sure.
Yeah, you don't want to mess. I don't have any water.
It wasn't that sweet. It was more.
It will if you it's gonna mess your palate up before you drink
all
before
right,
you drink
yeah,
that
yeah.
Scotch.
Kind of running.
Got to be an objective judge.
But if he
here.
goes like this, Bernard, yeah, you'll be fine.
Just a little, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And
works.
then go like this.
Yeah. A little salt. There you go.
Bernard winter curfew.
Warren hit me.
I do have to work in the morning, but I'm all right.
What?
He's
Well,
trying,
these are
man.
these
He
are
can do it
small
all night
samples.
long.
Trust me, these are small samples. It's okay. You missed the first hour,
Bernard,
so
you
you're
can
good.
finish your sermon later tonight.
You got a fresh start.
Smells like
Here, sir.
smells like caramel.
Oh. You're
Dougie Fresh?
Don't drink it yet. Smelling notes.
Look at that. Good.
I know a little bit.
Think of the notes.
Yep.
Take
Won't
in
anybody
the
figure
aroma.
notes?
But like, I feel like this kid grew up. I feel like this kid grew up learning about beer in
Yes.
Yeah.
I did grow up surrounded by beer throughout my entire childhood. I was a stickler for not actually drinking any, but
Well, there you go.
Well, you
There
were
comes a
not
time.
21.
Yes. Yeah. There's a time when you look at your role models and go, I don't really want to do that.
It's Warren, isn't it? It's Warren, isn't it?
No, I was pointing at Ryan.
It's okay. It's Jerry.
That I also believe.
Are you going to write a book when you get older?
No.
yes.
No, he's gonna.
Yes, I will.
He's gonna dictate one. Kids don't write anymore. He's gonna text a book.
Text
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be all in text form.
All right, so like I've saved this now for a while, and I want to know what all you guys think about it. Pat, you got something right?
Yes, but what are we? What? Okay, so what are we drinking?
It's the it's Founders. Founders has a barrel aged series they've done for quite a while now, and this was 2017-18. They have Curmudgeon.
Oh, this is the molasses
This
one.
is Curmudgeon's Better Half, which is the molasses variant of the entire line.
I love molasses. I love molasses.
I think it's good. It's heavy. You know, it's like
Oh,
a winter
yeah.
drink, but it's good.
Now, Bernard, you're 21. What's the first thing you smell?
It smells like caramel, and then behind that I get a little bit of barrel.
Have you had molasses?
Yeah.
This fucking guy's getting barrel over here.
Hey, Warren, how do you feel that this is your last show before your brother takes over?
Right? No shit. Like, wow, he gets barrel. All right. So
Have you actually had molasses?
No, I've never had molasses.
So that's the hard. That's the hard part to pin down. You actually need to have had like a molasses syrup, like molasses on your pancakes or something.
It's very raisiny.
It's harsh. You very little.
Yeah.
I took my family. I went out to like a pancake house in Florida, and I took my nephews. And my youngest nephew did not understand that molasses in the thing was not syrup, and he poured it all. He poured it all over like syrup, and I'm just sitting there going.
Well, here's a great way.
This is gonna be fucking funny.
$6.99.
This is gonna be fucking funny.
So, Patrick, what is the sound of cringing?
Yeah, my nephew just vomiting.
All right, hey, so Bernie, all right, you've given us the notes at 21.
See, good teaching there.
Now taste it and tell us.
Oh yeah.
Can you taste the booze? Can you taste like the
not,
alcohol?
not really. Not very much alcohol taste
Microphone.
at all. It's very light, surprisingly, but also fiery.
Oh.
There's a lot of bitterness. Not bitterness. It's the molasses for me. I'm never sure how to describe molasses.
It's been a while since I
Yeah.
had a curmudgeon, but this seems lighter than
It does
me than
seem lighter than
curmudgeon.
normal curmudgeon.
But this is Curmudgeon's Better Half.
But I get. I don't know. It's weird. I think the curmudgeon's stickier, isn't it? I don't know. It's
I like
awesome.
it.
But it seems like I get more molasses out of there.
That no.
Or you
if
brought
I
a
remember
drain
that
pour.
curmudgeon.
Was it a drain pour?
Oh no, shit.
But this is
And that's
great
the hardest
beer.
part. I don't know how to describe molasses to people. I don't have the words.
You know,
I never know how to describe
And
it.
when we were
Kinda
kids,
earthy.
you'd look at Peaky, you stick it in molasses, you taste it, you're like, and it was
Not
it was sweet, but then very very bitter and like
bitter, raisiny,
Yeah.
dark.
you know, it reminds me. And Ernie's got a lot in his basement.
Too much brown sugar. Too much brown sugar.
That Sam Adams Utopias has that
not
same
had
like
that.
really it's like a deep raisin smell.
Yeah.
But this one has the same thing.
And that's that hard part to pin down molasses. It's a dark fruit.
Yeah.
Not a fig, not a raisin, but it's there. It's just I don't know if you've ever had something with too much brown sugar on it, like I was saying. Some kind of
Can't
like
have too much brown sugar.
Well, you can.
Hey, Pat,
impossible.
3 words: thick and sad.
Yes, that would be me. So why are you describing my?
You
my
read his
lovely-
license
Sexy
plate.
hair.
Yeah, that's my license plate, right? Thick and sad.
No, hey, but and it's funny, but like we laughed about it last episode. Like, so Bernie's 21. When all of us, everyone at this table except for Bernard was 21, this shit didn't exist.
No.
There wasn't like a high gravity barrel age, double resinous, like extreme.
There was Natty Ice and
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun to like.
Keystone Light.
It's fun to hear him talk about these flavor profiles. You're like, yeah,
I'm trying.
I got.
Fuck you,
No,
kid.
Lauren's
no,
been coaching him.
no,
But doesn't that make one question, which is, if you had your younger self, what one beer would you share with them?
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, booyah, Caroline. All right.
He said he didn't taste the barrel on that.
Yeah.
I tasted booze.
Of course he did.
That's the barrel.
This is gonna sound pretentious as fuck, but
That's what he
that
was
was the
interpreting
smell.
as the barrel. He's
if
tasting the boozy part of it.
Yeah.
The whiskey.
if I had to share one beer with my younger self, it would be probably like last year's Goose Island Bourbon County Proprietor, because and I've had prop quite a few years, but last year was built as fudge on fudge on fudge, and you drink it and it tastes like a really hot boozy fudge, like Mackinac Island, thicky on your medulla oblongata. But also, like when you're a kid, you're 20, 21 years old. Like that kind of a
Stop
fucking
using big words.
that kind of a flavor profile would blow your mind.
hell,
you know, you're like, great.
I agree.
And I was just like, here's what's possible. All right, now go forth and get
Dude,
drunk.
when I was young, I thought Red Stripe was like weird.
Hey, bud, red stripe.
Yeah, but it just tasted weird. Red Stripe, Killian's Red, anything that wasn't like golden. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, fuck, this is weird.
Do you remember being in college and like the fucking hipster kids had the Newcastle?
Oh, yes. Newcastle is, wow.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm
he's
sorry.
drinking that brown ale.
I don't got that kind of money.
He fucks theater girls.
Yeah.
He's drinking Newcastle.
His daddy's got money. Yeah, that fucker ain't here on a scholarship.
Now, Brennan, what about you? What's one beer you wish that 19-year-old Brennan could taste?
Man, I don't know. There's so damn many now.
Malt liquor.
No, I would never give that up, man. I still have Colt 45. But I don't know. I mean, you see something like, obviously we've had Dark Lord, and that's an amazing beer that,
Yeah.
I mean, if I had that back then, you know, life would have changed.
Well, no,
Would
but
you-
but what would have done to your flavor profile? Like one of the funny things about having Bernie on is like Bernard's 21, and all the things we laughed about last episode and this episode so far, like they didn't fucking exist 5 years ago.
Right.
You know, and even Dark Lord, like I went to the second Dark Lord day ever. That was 2004, 5.
God damn, you're old.
See,
I mean,
Yeah, really.
Our dad drank Guinness, and like nobody drank. Everybody drank, you know, Bush and Bud and PBR.
Well, yeah, where
my
you
dad
were at,
wasn't-
yeah.
My dad wasn't a drinker, but he loved Guinness, and so he'd have Guinness there in the Guinness Extra Stout bottle. And me, that was wild shit, and loved
Yeah.
Guinness. But now it's like, wow, Guinness is so light compared to the dark beers you
I
get.
thought
in.
it was I thought it was motor. Have you had Guinness?
No, I actually haven't.
So
And
when
it's
we grew up, we
delicious
thought it was
beer.
motor oil. Growing up, I mean,
Well,
it's
that's
thick.
dirty
black and it's thick.
Really?
But the older you get, you're like, it's
It's actually pretty
It's actually a
thin.
pretty light beer.
So
you know.
it's a really light
4.9,
beer
you know.
from what we're used to.
I've never.
You have not fed. What kind of brother are you?
A responsible brother.
You know what, Pat?
really?
I'm the kind of brother that doesn't get his fucking 16-year-old brother shit-faced.
My brother got me 14-year-old shit-faced. My 17-year-old brother got me shit-faced at 14.
Now, what I really want to do is get his thoughts on the Ardbeg.
Yeah.
Ardbeg.
So we're gonna switch off.
he's
We're gonna switch down to some scotch.
As everybody, the Founders was delicious.
Founders was
Awesome.
spectacular.
I'm still trying to. I wish I had a curmudgeon because it's been a while since I had one. And I'm like, man, I can't.
And I think I might have one to give you. Like,
Trying to get the.
I fell real hard for the Founders Barrel Age series for about for about 3 years. Like, it started with and Ernie will testify, the Legend of Kaz.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I was a baby in the craft beer, so I'm like, oh, barrel age, cool. So we got those, and the next, and I think in my basement, I've still got KBS for the last 3 years. I've still got a couple bottles of DKML, the Dick Kicker malt liquor,
Right.
and I drank one tonight, my second to last one of Doom.
The Doom. Yeah.
It's their barrel aged IPA.
Have you had the Mackinac Fudge new one out?
It's not available here just yet, but I'm waiting, dude,
Yeah.
because they do great
gotta be
stuff.
good.
And the fun thing is, like, you take a beer like Founders, and I've talked to like a couple of guys who worked at Founders. And I said, all right, so you get this, do you save it? And they're like, no, not really. Like, when we release it, it's been aged. It's intended to be consumed.
Drink it. Yeah.
But
I can't drink anything that has the word Mackinac in it anymore.
Not
Not since our last trip. Not since our last trip. Nope.
Neck.
You know the trip.
But other things
Oh, no,
like
was he there? Ryan was there, wasn't he? No.
Yeah, he was
Ryan, you were there.
but other things like
I was gonna say, I thought you were saying you don't remember the trip, and I'm like, no, we don't drink anything
He's
from
been
Mac.
blocking
with
it for
the-
years. But
but like Goose Island's Bourbon County series, they sell it. You could drink it, but it's also intended to be aged. And Crooked U up the street had a release over the summer, A Friend of the Devil.
Yeah.
And they're like, it drinks great now, but also it will age very good. So my thing is to buy one to drink, or
Right.
One to age,
one to
yeah,
age,
yeah.
one to drink, one to age. But with Founders, they're like, drink it now, drink it now, drink it now. And I've done 3, 4, 5 year verticals of KBS. Do not let it go more than 3 years.
No.
yeah, drink it. Yep.
Because everything magical about it falls off. But so they had the KBS, they had the KBS Espresso, and the Mackinac Fudge. Like, shit, when that comes out, it's going to be so
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
So, do you guys want to hear a 21-year-old drink Ardbeg whiskey for the
Yes.
first time?
Absolutely.
All right, let's. All
right, so
let's
Bernard.
do that, and we'll take a break.
Let's
see how this.
So, hey,
Goes.
hey, what do you smell on the nose? And be honest. Like, if it smells like shit, say it.
It smells strong of whiskey.
Well, it's not whiskey.
Well, that's the only smell I associate with.
I guess it is technically. It is a Scotch
That's all.
whiskey.
But
Oh.
it smells.
all whiskey.
It smells hot. Like, and this is a weird flavor profile. And when someone first told it to me, I'm like, gross. But you smell it. Like,
Is this your peaty? Is this the peaty one?
yeah, peaty moss.
Oh,
Is this what peat is?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is
like,
smoke.
It's
This is
peaty,
smoke
smoke.
and
Yeah.
peat.
It smells like something I'm gonna have to brace myself for.
No, actually, it's real smooth.
The nose. So here's what you have to understand about the Scotch and the peated Scotches. Usually, for the good ones, the nose will fool you,
Oh, okay.
but the taste should be buttery
Interesting.
and smooth. Well, that's what I have with like the Peat Monster.
God, I fucking miss you guys. Like,
I know, right?
Look at these two dudes.
The Peat Monster is wicked
Wicked smoke, but
wicked
buttery.
dangerous on the nose.
Hey, but that peat monster was the first. That was the first liquor I ever had that taught me that peat smell. I like it. And
right,
I like it.
but it
a
doesn't
lot.
mean the flavor. It doesn't mean
Right.
it affects the flavor.
Right.
It's just the nose.
It's like when you have a really good order of hot wings,
yeah,
but it's hot, but it's not
Super-
ruin the
but there's
flavor
flavor-
hot.
yeah, but it's
it
flavorful.
Adds yeah.
It is hard. It is an adjustment. You have to learn to like it. The nose is gonna be off-putting sometimes.
And also, I want some sort of credit. Like, how many of you guys bring a newly christened drinker to taste these boozes?
We try, but it's usually Jordan, and we're not allowed to have him on the show.
Oh God! All right, here we go.
All right, so Bernard, you've smelled it. You've had your thoughts. Like, taste it
Yep.
now.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it. Yeah, don't slam it. It's a sipper.
All right.
Oh, look at him go.
Okay,
What,
so
what do
yeah,
you think? Honest thoughts, just go.
much
Free flow.
much smoother than the nose was implying. That is true,
That's what we try to teach.
but it is still strong.
It is very strong. It is a strong drink.
Okay. Yeah, this is peat. I sort of get it now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Even for
Whoa.
Scotch drinkers, Ardbeg is not for beginners.
No.
Because
Yeah,
Ardbeg
you're getting
Ardbeg's
dropped.
it's big flavor. And
You're
it's big.
getting dropped into the deep end of the pool.
Yeah.
This is weird, but it's got an aftertaste kind of like beef jerky.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Savory.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Or think towards the savory. Or think towards the savory.
It
has a savory.
Savory is the word.
Right.
Yeah.
A savory.
Yeah.
The peat will get you that
Right.
that peppery, almost and grassy. The peat will get
Yeah.
you that peppery and grassy note, and then it will finish with a savory flavor. And then some of them, if you will try the peat monster, I haven't had the Ardbeg in a while. I don't know if it finishes as buttery in a
Ryan,
while.
Get him a drink.
How long have you been sneaking Warren's alcohol?
But what I mean is, some of them will
may
finish
have
with
snuck some from work.
will finish with a savory. Others will finish with a buttery flavor. You know, like the peat monster.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
it goes back to the IPA conversation. Like, imagine when you were a young Scotch or bourbon drinker,
That's what I was
like,
hoping for.
what this kind of flavor profile would hit you. Like, you know, whether we wanted to or not, Bernard's first hard liquor he's ever had was
Ardbeg.
shit, dude. Like,
Fuck, dude. You just that's literally like
We
that's a $10 fucking shot right there.
we made a liquor snob tonight
yeah.
on the Blind Pig Confessions.
Yeah. A month ago, him and I were up drinking scotch at like $40 a glass.
I get it.
That's $20, $30, right? Maybe on a normal.
Oh yeah.
Does
What's
your
the
mom
Ardbeg?
know you're getting your little brother hammered tonight?
He's 21.
She's
He's
21.
About an hour.
It's all right. He still stays over there.
Yeah.
He's 21.
It's allowed, but she might not be super happy.
I love the flavor profile, but God, like,
Ardbeg's not for the weak. I mean,
No.
it's a big hearted
It's a
Scotch.
big scotch.
and it sucks, but it's like you take a handful of that fresh moss from the bottom of a tree, just
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very mossy.
I like to rub it on my nipples.
And that is the peat. That is the peat.
I would love
it's
to
mossy.
rub it on your
It's
nipples.
if you've been out in the woods and you know what you just know what the woods smell like after
Yeah.
rain and it's wet and kind of a little, I don't know, even a little bit of just not rancid is the wrong word, but you know what I
Pat,
mean?
Yeah.
like Pat, if this isn't the best Scotch you've ever had, what is the best Scotch you've ever had?
I haven't had the Ardbeg in a long time, so I haven't. It's been
You
a
know,
while.
So hey, all right, better question.
But
All
I'm
right.
not a big Scotch guy, so and I'll admit this right now.
Yeah, hey, none of us know big Scotch guys. We're not that rich, so like,
My dad didn't teach me about Scotch or whiskey or any of that. I actually learned most, sadly enough. Well, I don't know if it's sadly or
from the Blind Pig Confessions.
that one right there.
Yeah.
No, I shit you not. I've learned more in the last 5 years from Brendan, giving me advice and having me try stuff and the peats and knowing that I like those ones with that more pungent kind of flavor and power to them.
And you could hear
But I
about it.
do. I didn't really, because my dad didn't drink that stuff growing
Yeah,
up.
well, shit. I mean, unless you grew up in the center of Dallas, nobody did. Like, fuck,
Well, apparently the Douglases have all kinds of money and they just drink scotch all the time.
Yeah.
Because they just have, vinyl, scotch, and just bitches out the ass,
Oh.
well, I think a lot of the first time. I mean, I think my first whiskey or bourbon was probably Jim Beam when I was a kid. I was
Whiskey
like, this,
and bourbon, that's
and I was
fine.
like, and I was
Scotch.
like, wow, that's disgusting. I don't like that stuff. And I didn't go back to it for years because I thought everything must taste like Jim Beam.
I did that with
I
beer.
was like, well, that must all taste like that, and that's shit. And I'm never gonna drink. Why would you drink that shit? And then when years later, starting to drink, getting in the
You're like,
even bourbon and the profiles are so different. And scotches, I don't think people realize how broad, all the islands are. The flavor profiles are so different.
The hard part about scotch, though, is I think the broadness of also the cost of it.
That's the bad.
Scotch has a hard there's a lot of cost in Scotch.
You usually have to pay for a
versus
good Scotch.
whiskey and bourbon.
You can get a good bourbon for $20, but you
Right.
can't get a good Scotch for $20.
Right, and that's the problem. You have to get to a point where you can afford to understand what Scotches are.
But
it's
also,
the process.
like
and
going back to that pour shit, like when I was, my scumbaggiest in my early and mid 20s, we'd buy Kessler, and if we were really feeling it, we'd buy Cuddy Sark. Yeah. And for the longest time, that's what I thought Scotch was.
Yeah.
Until I started tasting really good Scotch, I'm like, oh.
Bye, Ernie.
No.
Ernie's leaving us.
All right, Ernie.
Ernie, you leaving? Did you get in trouble?
No, it's past my bedtime. It's
All right.
Oh, good night, Ernie.
So you got to get back to the home?
My wife and daughter are in Florida.
I said the home.
Yeah.
Like the nursing home.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a quick
Well,
five.
let's
and
take a
goodbye.
quick break.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ernie's going to leave us. You guys, Ernie has given us some great beers tonight. Has introduced all of us to some excellent stuff. So we're going to take a quick break. Wish him goodbye, and we'll be back.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Hey, this is Jim Boris from the Backstep Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Crawfordsville, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
Not recording.
Derp-a-der.
Derp. All right, so we are back. Blind Pigs North.
That was the first thing when I walked outside. You smokers were smoking. I heard the rogue random derp-a-der.
Derp-a-derp.
I was
Yeah, it happens.
And he was talking. It was a conversation.
It was.
With Caroline, but somehow he fit in a derp-a-der.
And you know what?
Jerry, you find a way to fit that in anyway.
I do it, the derp-a-der, and Caroline's like, yeah, I get you, man.
Yeah. It's pretty simple.
Oh, shit. So
You're right.
All good?
What? Yeah,
I don't
all
know.
good.
Are we all good?
And
We're
then,
all good.
So we're still are we still doing Scotch?
We are doing Scotch.
Yes.
Beautiful
Where are we
Scotch.
at?
Are we doing this right
You
now?
good?
We're
doing it right
solving-
now.
Is he? He's.
What happened to Warren?
Potty break.
We got
okay, it
Scotch and we
happens.
got some Dragon's Milk.
Yeah, we're gonna
which
get
is
to the
amazing.
Dragon's Milk, but we've got the Scotch right now.
Okay.
And we have because we got him on the Scotch earlier.
Have
we
you
got
tried
the
this one
youngin.
yet, Bernard?
Yes.
No, we got
Oh,
the
yeah.
youngin on the
Okay.
Scotch.
We,
You've had
we
this
have
one?
Bernard, which
Maybe
is
not, I'm
Warren
not sure.
2.0, which is way better than Warren.
Yeah.
I
So
Have you
the
had
one-
this one or just the other? Have you tried this one?
I had the one that tasted like beef jerky.
Okay.
he had the other Ardbeg.
So we haven't had this one yet.
This
All
is
right.
the
We had the
Ardbeg.
10-year earlier.
This is the Ardbeg Corvecken.
Okay.
This is the single malt Scotch. So I don't know this one. Do you know this one? Do you know the flavor profile on this one?
Yeah.
Then describe.
This is Ryan's terrain right here. The
Ryan,
Ardbeg Scotch.
go for it.
I think I think we got turned down on this about the same time. The Ardbeg. I think we watched the video and they were talking about it, and then we tried the 10-year. We're just like amazed. And we hadn't had it.
Yeah, because I always loved the Lagavulin.
Yeah.
Because it's so complex, but this
You and Ron
Ardbeg-
Swanson.
Right on, right on. This is even better.
It's better. They're
way better.
There's more flavors to it.
Yeah.
Even just the Ardbeg 10 is an amazing.
Oh yeah, it was.
Amazing.
Well, that was what we had earlier, right? We had the Ardbeg 10.
Yes, yeah. But
Okay.
I Lagavulin's amazing, but for the price point, I'll take this any day over it.
This
True.
Yeah, the Corey Brecken's a little more on price point, but it's it's more of a smoky, meaty. Yeah, yeah.
That's got so much peat to it.
It does. And you get the more of
It
the
smells
medicinal.
like so much dirt.
There's more of the peaty and more of the medicinal out of the Corvette than you get out of the 10-year. You get more of
You know what it reminds me
get
of?
more of the beef jerky out of the 10-year, I think. Than
Maybe in the
but-
taste later, but from the nose, you know what it reminds me of? I don't remember if you remember the old boxes of Band-Aids.
You get that's the
And you
medicinal.
open them
that's
up. You wouldn't know because
Nah,
these were Band-Aids made when you were born.
Right.
But no shit. You not remember? Do you remember that? I mean, for those of around here, the old Band-Aids, they were very you said, medicinal. Alcohol,
That's
isopropyl
No
alcohol.
idea.
You know what isopropyl alcohol smells like?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so old Band-Aids, when you opened the box of them, it was plastic and chemical and it was just it was awful. Yes. But you were like, oh well, it smells like that, so it must it's gonna work right. If it doesn't hurt, it's not working. That was the old. That was the old statement of, oh, we'll just pour iodine on that. Well, it's hurting and I'm gonna die. Well, but it's working. So, but it's got that medicinal smell, right?
As it should.
The old
sorry.
plastic Band-Aids.
And that's what.
Not the new ones. Not
Pat-
the new ones with like.
Absolutely, and I'm sorry, I'm just crying a little bit with happiness tears. Thank you.
It's not the
another
Flintstone
soul as
Band-Aid.
old as him.
God.
That's when we used to get that tequila when Roach's family used to bring that tequila up. I used to get that Band-Aid. It was like, holy shit, it tastes like
Tastes
Band-Aids.
like Band-Aids, yeah.
Now,
But
to
that
be
was a
fair,
smoky.
But
to be fair, beer should never taste like this.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But Scotch is okay. Scotch can smell like this. It's fine. But beer should never taste like this. Because if beer tastes like this,
It's wrong.
it's wrong. And you need to spit it out and you need to complain and get a refund. I shit you not. We've been doing this a while. We've had beers that taste like this. And they should not ever taste like this.
What does that taste like?
Well,
See,
you
I
got,
mean,
you
I
got
mean,
it.
I'm so used to this. I just, people. It's probably tastes really strange if you're not used to it.
If
Super,
you're not used to it,
yeah,
absolutely.
super peat, man. It's
But I think
Super
this is
peat.
this is
Can't
more.
talk.
This has got a more buttery texture to it than the 10-year. It's a little bit smoother, I think. And I don't think this is as smoky as the 10-year. I get more of the buttery profile out of this. Than the,
And Brendan, you're right. There's a buttery taste to it, but I'm telling you, it is smoke.
oh, it's
out of
smoke.
it.
Oh,
It's
definitely,
smoke out of the gate.
absolutely.
But I agree with you. There's
Yeah.
then the buttery whatever.
holy shit balls.
Yeah, my mouth
It's-
is on fire.
You're getting
Wow.
Ardbeg. You're getting smoke.
It's like a single malt Scotch.
Holy
Yeah.
crap! Wow, that
It is a
not-
single malt
It is.
Scotch.
It's exactly what it is. But it's. I mean. But yeah, you're gonna get smoke in anything you drink from Ardbeg. Big smoke, but
That
yeah,
hurts.
it's cheap, but I think this has just got a more smooth.
I believe you meant to say it hurts.
Yeah, that one hurts a bit.
Oh, a wee bit.
Oh, that hurt me in my McLagan.
So,
All
Bernard,
right,
do you like?
all
this
right.
one, or
We
do
got
you care
we
for the
got
other one?
men coming over to check that out.
I like something that drinks very easy.
That's harsh.
That's harsh, yeah.
You, as opposed to the first one, you think this is even a little bit smoother, or
I
not?
think
You don't
this is
see much-
harsher than the first
Do
one.
you
I
really?
think the first one is
Really?
easier.
I do
yeah.
too. I do too.
Really?
Compared to my Peat Monster, this
Wow.
one is harsh.
Yeah, I get.
That one hurt me.
Yeah, because we're used to it, and
No,
it's
it's-
that
yeah.
our palates
Yeah,
are
yeah.
used to it, and that's
Yeah, that one hurt me a bit. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Oh, that's
That's what I think is that
Yeah.
Peat Monster. You open that bottle up, and you can the whole room smells like
smells
smoke.
like yes,
But it does not.
but it does
go
not
down
finish
like
at
that,
all like
no.
that.
On-
This
That's
one
right.
smells like it,
No, you get
and it
all
hurts like
Yeah.
wood alcohol, like wood grain
No, no,
alcohol. I mean, not that I've had any of
You
that.
say that like it's a bad thing.
Not like I've never had that.
For me, the smell on this one is a lot less than the first one.
Really?
So I was expecting.
A milder.
Yeah, I was
You
expecting
drink, yeah.
a much easier drink, but no, it's much more killer than the first one, which
I agree, but they're more used to that apparently. So, yeah, it's
That's
pretty
wild.
rough.
Yeah, especially for a beginner, I would think you would think the other one was harsher.
No, I'm a beginner on that one, and that one was harsh, bud.
Wow.
That had a harsh bud. Well, I'm sorry, wrong bud.
You think this one's smoother than the 10?
maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I get more butter out of this.
It is buttery. I'm just so used to.
But it's I mean, it's Ardbeg. It's
It is.
big, harsh.
Yeah,
It is.
it's a bold.
It's not a
well,
beginner
Ardbeg's
Scotch.
bold regardless.
Yeah,
Ardbeg
exactly.
is bold.
Right.
In anything they do, it's always bold, as you know, as you guys have described. It
But
to
he
me.
wants
It's definitely
flavors,
got a
man.
meatier, saltier
Yeah.
taste to it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it. Maybe it just I don't know. Just something hit me on the something hit my my
medulla oblongata.
yeah, that works too. Yeah,
Yeah.
or
It's
my
a Scottish.
ul-
It's the Scottish.
my
it's a
ul-
Scottish hug.
medulla oblongata or ulcer, whatever you want to call it.
Penis.
Liver, penis. They're all connected.
Any of the above.
Yeah, the liver bone's connected to my penis bone. I don't know what's happening at this point, so things happen.
That's awesome.
So we have exposed the youngin to. Well, that's actually like I said, I don't remember being exposed to $30 fucking shots of scotches.
Yeah.
If you went to a Scotch bar, where a cigar bar like Blend or Shakers up in Milwaukee, that's probably a $30 glass right there, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah,
30,
that's a $30
yeah.
glass of freaking Scotch right there.
It's definitely the most intense flavor I've ever experienced.
And
as far
Scotch
as-
and Scotches are whiskey.
Okay.
Whiskey is very subtle in its differences,
Really?
in my opinion.
You get some harsh whiskey.
Scotch is
but-
whiskey.
You can,
I mean,
but you get some harsh,
oh,
but that's usually the cheap ass shit.
Right.
When you go to Scotch, you can get some harsh Scotch that is $50 a fucking a glass.
Oh, okay.
But a whiskey, usually you got to be careful of the cheap ass whiskeys. You know, but there are a whole bunch of new ones that we didn't get exposed to that you guys get. The Henry McKenna's, the Woodfords, the
love Evan Williams.
pig.
You
What's
get Evan
the
Williams for
what's the pig one?
$12, and it's a
What's
great
the pig one?
great bourbon.
What's
Yeah,
the pig
Wild
one?
Turkey.
Not the pig.
Oh, Whistle Pig.
Whistle pig. Whistle pig is the shit.
I have heard of this.
The whistle pig is really, really freaking good. You out, Warren?
Let's go outside,
All
guys.
right, we're just checking on you.
Shit, man.
We traded you in for the younger one.
How'd that
It's
happen?
okay.
Did he say he's gonna take a shit outside?
I think so.
Something. But you know, like with the whiskeys, especially the Irish, like that's how you get into like the Scotches because
Right.
they're sweet, and then you get into the
sweeter,
bourbons,
Yes.
and then you get into the smoky and the peaty. Like that's why it's so
Yeah.
good.
See,
You're
I love
getting
bourbon, I
exposed-
love Scotch, but
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just Irish whiskey is just got that.
Says
I
the
don't
guy
like
who
it.
drinks.
But that depends on.
Says the guy who has a bottle of.
I'm gonna
Really?
say something about an Irish whiskey, like, but that depends on what you drink in an Irish whiskey, like. Where are you going in? Like, if you want a Jameson, if you want, like,
You have a
alcohol
bottle of
sweet.
Jameson usually under your chair.
Yeah.
No.
Which is
No, that's all. No.
Oh, Evan Williams is what you usually. But you have a bottle
yeah,
of Jameson
Williams.
over there. Okay.
Yeah, but if you're looking for like you can go like, thank you. You can go Middleton, which is fucking nuts. Like,
Yeah.
if you have a Middleton, you will not go back to normal whiskey. Like, it is that fucking good. But then that's what leads you into the bourbons. Like, what leads you into like the Blantons and the Whistle Pigs
Right.
and all those things. Like, that's what makes it so good is like you get into it.
We threw you into the deep end of Scotch.
That was
We threw
very
you into the
intense.
hard,
Yeah, oh,
intense
yeah.
Scotches right away. Normally,
Yeah.
you make your way up from the Jack Daniels and the Jim Beams and the basics that you get from the rail or at the
Yeah,
rail
and
drains.
it wouldn't even make any sense to go because I've got a ton of it, but it wouldn't even make sense to go back and even try it right now because he wouldn't. It's his palate's just torn
Yeah,
up.
we've torn. Yeah, his palate is wicked torn up now from Pete and just Scotch. You're not gonna. There's no reason to give him whiskey at this point in any form because it's like, oh no, you're not gonna know the difference.
That's what I started with was mostly whiskey,
Yeah?
and I
What-
thought that
what
stuff
kind
was
of
rough.
whiskey?
It was Woodford Reserve. I had a lot
You
of.
thought that was rough, or
As far as
You never, yeah,
that was
of
my
course it
starting point. So
wow? See, my starting point was Jack, or
Right.
and the fucking.
But the
hey,
first-
I had that
that's-
after.
You remember the
that's-
first time you
that's-
drank it? It was fucking rough.
Oh, it was awful. But what was still funny was what Warren was saying was their starting point was our. His starting point is a fucking $40 bottle of fucking
Right,
Woodford.
exactly.
My
Yeah.
starting point was a $10 bottle of Jack Daniels.
Right.
Yeah, and I haven't been drinking very much, but I was working at a bar, a kitchen, which also
Yeah.
had a bar for a while, and I wasn't drinking, but I did see the escalation of beer suddenly going from just regular bottles that we'd throw up to like almost wine bottles, and we would keep them just as special as wine bottles, and I thought that was crazy to see happen.
Oh yeah, but people will drink it because again, it's something new, it's something different, it's
Yeah.
something that you can just expand on, and it's I like the whole culture around it
Yeah.
because I think it's actually finally mellowed down past the hipster douchebags. That is what all of it started out as is hipster douchebags drink
Craft
this
beer.
craft beer and,
Yeah.
and craft spirits and all that. And now
Right.
everybody can drink craft
Yeah.
beer and craft spirits. There's Indiana spirits all over the place. We love trying those too. I mean,
We had the 6'7" guy in here drinking a fruit beer, and and that's what he liked.
yeah,
Was fruit beer.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have said that 10 years ago.
no,
The guy
fuck
would've been
no.
like,
He'd be like,
me a
yeah,
Bud."
I'll have my Bud Light, sure,
Yeah.
because you're.
Yeah.
But yeah. But he's drinking a fruit smoothie beer.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, all right, well, cool.
Very easy place to start, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, they are. You're right. They are.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's the thing we like about it is there's no wrong starting point in any of this. We like I said, we dropped you in the hard point of the scotches, but there's no wrong starting point. And it's awesome to see that everybody's got the choices that we never actually, that because the limited choices we had, right, growing up.
Well, yeah.
Isn't that tasty though?
It is tasty, but it's a whole. yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna puke, but yeah, it's tasty.
It's kind of an experience because it's like, oh,
yeah,
it's fiery, but you get drunk, so that's nice.
And again, we understand. I mean, we remember that the point of being younger and doing it was get drunk for as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different now because you're like, well, you still got to go back. I still go back to a Miller Lite here and there when I'm just sitting in the garage chilling. There's nothing wrong with that.
Pagan!
I know, right? But when I'm hanging out with some other people who don't drink craft beer, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just a beer drinker at that point.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But when it's 1,000,000 degrees and you're mowing your lawn, like
Fuck that.
A two-hearted an IPA does not sit well. Like a crisp, cold Miller Lite,
Pilsner or a Pilsner or something.
Yeah.
If you can find a good Pilsner or Kolsch or something,
Yes.
I will find one of those. But yeah, Miller Lite. Fuck,
100%.
I'm thirsty. I want some water, but I want some alcohol in it too, and I want to just pour vodka in my water bottle because that just means I'm an alcoholic, I guess. But
Just got done mowing 3 acres. I need that barrel-aged
Firebird
stout to
Strong.
cool me down. No, doesn't
I
work
just
like
got.
that.
I just got.
No.
I guess I got done mowing 1/4 of an acre.
Yeah. Give me
I'm
a Busch
exhausted.
beer. I'm good. Yeah, I mean,
but there's nothing wrong with any of it now.
no.
I think we've gotten past that point of the, like I said, the hipster douchebag stage. I think it's all good now. If you like a Miller Lite, fine. I don't care if you like a Miller Lite. I'm not hating you for it. Fine, I get it. Now I don't understand sometimes when you like when we did the boat show, on the Madame Carroll.
Yeah.
Right, and there's like 4 old ladies
Coming
on
to a
that.
craft beer.
There's 4 old ladies. It's literally a craft beer festival on a boat that you can't get off. Cool. Right? No, but we're on the boat and we're already
There's
out
whiskey there,
out
too.
to sea. Basically,
and he had an hour before. We
had an hour of drinking before they left.
Yeah.
And these ladies are like, "Well, I don't really like beer," and I'm like, "You just paid $40 to be on a beer cruise.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?"
They were upset.
Yeah, they were kind of confused, and they just kept going back to the one place that had like the seltzer.
Yeah.
Brother Brew Pub, and he had a great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank God he was
makes
there.
a great seltzer.
They might have
but
started knocking
that's all
people
they
off.
drank all night. And I'm like, you just paid $40 for a fucking beer cruise that you can't get off. Yes, but those are the parts that I get weirded out by. But other than that, it's like, if you want to drink what you want to drink, if you like scotch, if you like whiskey, if you like, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
Right.
I think we've gotten past the being elitist about it. I hope. We've
Yeah,
gotten
still
past
be
the being.
There's still
There
be
are
out there.
people who are still elitist about it, but I think we have.
You're welcome.
There's still going to be the Jerrys out there. It's
Yeah. I mean,
Pish tosh.
It's not Corona Light. He doesn't like it.
it's not a heater. What are you gonna do?
He does have a point there.
Thank you.
Jerry makes amazing heater.
He
so.
does. I tried to look it up, and
So
apparently
there's
it's not
that.
apparently it's not a real recipe. It's just whatever Jerry makes.
It's Jerry's heater.
Yeah.
We were convinced.
Kind of winning when
we were
you
convinced for like
self-define.
4 or 5 years that this was a real drink.
real drink,
Nope.
but
Just something Jerry
Everybody
threw
else
together.
drank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is drank all over the world.
But I'll tell you what, they're fucking good and they get you drunk quick.
Fuck, they do. Yeah. Holy crap.
Now he's like, you guys want a heater? Wait till halftime. It used to be, fuck yeah. And I was like, wait.
And then the inevitable.
Wait till that last half
Okay.
hour.
Wait till we're winning. I mean, losing. Whatever.
Yeah. Testify. Oh, Hirsch.
All right.
All right.
Good
Hey,
show. Do we have? Wait a minute. We got.
Oh, do we have another beer? Holy
It's
fuck!
been foaming. We gotta finish that. Then we'll. Go
I don't have any glasses.
You guys opened up.
Well, we'll have to mix it with a little bit of whiskey. I mean, scotch. No,
you're not gonna pour that in scotch. For fuck's sake.
I don't have enough to clean up everything. You want to take a break and then come back, or no? I can't.
Just.
All right, I'll see what I
So
can do.
we have,
you keep the conversation going.
We have a dragon's milk. There's Bernard, I'm sure you've never had a dragon's milk from.
I've seen it from a distance, but
That's fine.
Really? That's
I'm
it?
drinking my Pepsi.
never had it ever.
You never had dragon's milk?
No.
Holy crap.
I mean, he's
I've
21.
Game of Thrones.
Hang on.
I've only started
No.
drinking pretty recently. I mean,
Legally, that's fine.
a few
Legally,
Fake.
a few select events that I shall not talk about.
we get the legally part. I already confessed to drinking when I was 14, so whatever.
All right,
no,
fair
not
enough.
This kid. Nope.
He is a good kid. It's okay.
Yeah, no.
Yes, you're good. It's
Never.
the new age. They can hide. They can find anything on your Facebook page or your MySpace or your your Instabook and Facegram.
Good thing I'm not on those.
Right, Instabook and Facegram. I'm not either.
I'm still a diehard. The original dragon's milk, I think, is still the best.
It literally is. Dragon's milk
And
is
now
spectacular.
it's like I think they kind of overdid it with some
Too many
it's like they do
flavors?
so many, but that chai tea was amazing, which I don't think they've ever done.
Put the OK in Oklahoma.
But this is
Caroline has in the basement one last bottle of the banana cream pie.
oh really? Yeah.
Wait, there's a
Banana
Vanna.
bread?
See, I
Did
haven't
you
had-
say banana or Vanna? Like Vanna White?
They're both good. Banana
Both
cream
white.
pie is actually even better.
Oh, I spilled that one on
Chai-
myself.
But the chai, like the chai, you can't like it's like a chai.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Amazing.
99 bananas.
But this one,
taste
have
like
you
bananas.
have you had this rum one?
What are we drinking here?
No, I brought it.
Okay, I didn't know if you had this or if it was just.
No, I traded.
I don't know. I spilled some on my pants. I'm gonna drink that later.
No, I traded one of my Dark Lords for
No, I'm
5
good.
of
I'm
these.
got dry.
Okay.
Okay,
Very
because
Oh,
they're
that
doing
smells really good.
and they're doing what they're doing some. They're actually doing a bourbon, right? New Holland.
Oh yeah.
A dragon's
They
milk.
started a distillery.
Yeah,
didn't they?
Dragon's Milk just is doing a bourbon right
Yeah.
now.
And they did didn't they do a bottle?
They're
and
doing a
bonded-
bottle and bond right now.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking a handout to Pat, who's like, Jesus Christ.
I do look like
Local
Jesus.
Fishes the 5000s.
So this is the rum barrel
Yes.
aged stout with chocolate, hazelnut, and toasted coconut.
This is a beer?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a beer. We're not. Yeah, we're off the hard liquors,
It
and
smells,
we're onto the hard beers.
Yeah, it smells like a hard liquor, I was going to
Yes.
say.
No. It's This is.
Once you taste it,
Yeah.
it's like sweet. It's so good.
Well, it's a rum barrel aged, so it's
Very
been
sweet.
it's a beer
Uh,
sitting in a barrel
that doesn't
that
make sense.
had rum in it,
Yeah.
and so you get all those rum flavors in it.
Yeah, the coconut. It's the like.
And then I'm not a big coconut guy.
The coconut's very very light.
Is
which
it light in
nice.
this one?
Yes.
Okay,
Super light.
good.
Yes.
Because they made a coconut one,
I
like
did not
straight
like
up
that,
coconut, and it was the suntan lotion.
lo-
That was a suntan lotion.
No, this
one.
is definitely not. This is very light in coconut.
Yeah,
but
no, it's
definitely
not
get
even
the
tasting
sweetness from the
coconut.
rum.
I mostly
Yeah.
get,
It's very light on the nuts.
yeah. Mm.
That's what Warren said.
Like my ex-wife.
Right? Yes.
Ayo.
It's got a better nose than it does flavor.
It does.
There's not a lot there.
It's a
Yeah.
little warm. Well, we let it get a little warm,
And
but
we did, I tell you what, we just drank Ardbeg and then went bit.
yeah,
so,
Yeah.
we might have burned
But-
palate a little
a
bit.
little bit because I'm not getting.
So Bernard,
getting
this
a
is
lot of
this is
complexity out of this.
this is the thing to learn about too. And the hard part, at least for what we do, the second hour show gets a little hard because we've kind of burned our taste buds out a little bit, and you
We
do
didn't do
have to be
this.
very careful about
Caroline said do
palate,
this and nobody
about
did that.
palate cleansing. If you're really trying to learn how to taste and get all the notes and everything out of it, you've got to learn how to palate cleanse, and we did not do this properly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's still a very potent rum. I smell the rum. I taste the rum.
All I smell is Ardbeg.
Yeah, yeah.
Same glass.
Well, that was probably because I poured it in the same
Exactly.
glass as your.
Yeah.
I mean, I poured it into the Ardbeg bottle. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to do that.
We're gonna bounce.
But yeah, I mean, so this is the two hard parts. Podcasting for a second hour after you've been drinking a lot, and then learning how to cleanse your palate.
Yes.
That's the hard part. So
We need to do that better.
yeah.
All right. Well, hey.
All right. Well,
Awesome
we're gonna
show.
close this out.
All right.
Thank
Bernard, thanks
you,
for-
Bernard, Ryan,
Caroline.
Jury, And Caroline, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure to be here.
That's how it happens usually at the second hour. These ones are late night shows that we air sometimes. Yeah. It'd be worse if we did a third hour.
Well, I hope I end up getting a show.
Bernard,
it's
it's awesome. We appreciate having you here. Everybody, cheers. Thanks to Dragons.
Cheers.
Thanks to the for the Dragon's Milk. Thanks for all the scotch, and it's been a great night.
Hey,
Amen.
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good night.
I woke up yesterday, the sun shone down on my face, and I thought to myself, it's gonna be a good day. Your body next to me, my bed sheets warm from your skin, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna stay to the end. And we got time to kill, even though we're not as young as we're feeling. Time to love, 'cause it put us first, ahead and above. And time to live, and we still got a whole lot of love to give. So I want you to give your love to me. I spent my yesterdays broken hearted in pain, thinking to myself, I'm gonna bend till I break. The first time I saw you smile was like a warm summer rain. I knew right then and there my ship had come into bay. And we got time to kill, even though we're not as young as we're feeling. Time to love, 'cause we put us first, ahead and above. And time to live, and we still got a whole lot of love to give. So I want you to give your time to me. We are like two trees blowing in the wind. You give your heart to me, and I give you mine. To love we're giving in. Not as young as we're feeling. Time to love, and we put us first, ahead and above. And time to live, and we still got a whole lot of love to give. So oh, won't you give your time to me?